Prologue. The end of all things. The galaxy was burning. Not in the poetic, metaphorical sense. Not in songs, or scriptures, or myths told around dying stars. No, burning, literally, system by system, world by world, as the Kshal dominion swept across the spiral arms like an interstellar wildfire. We had gods. At least we thought we did. Ascended entities from the old species, vast, timeless, beings of energy and intellect. They watched over us, sometimes intervening when we strayed too far, sometimes answering prayers. But even they could not stop the Kshal. One by one, the gods fell. First, Ithrel the Watcher, who commanded the Singularity Fields. Then, Niva of the Rings, whose presence alone once held the moons of Jigsaw in alignment. We watched them burn, scream, die. When the last god fell, the all-mind of Saranth, the Galactic Council met in secret. Desperate, dying, out of options. That's when the voter archivist whispered the forbidden words. We could call them. The room froze. A murmur rippled through the minds present, telepathic, digital, vocal, all in dismay. No, hissed the Eladari Prime, her crystalline form flickering. They were sealed for a reason. They are monsters, murmured the Kshi delegate. Unstable, uncontrollable, uncivilized. But effective, said the voter calmly. The Kshal terrify even the gods. But there was one species they never dared challenge. One the gods sealed away because even they feared them. Humans. Chapter 1. The Lockbox of Earth. Earth had been locked away 10,000 cycles ago. No one knew the full story. Some said the humans had begun to experiment with quantum-level consciousness transference. Others claimed they developed weapons that could unmake reality. Some say they tried to challenge the gods themselves. Whatever the truth, the gods had quarantined their world. Not destroyed it, but sealed it. The galaxy moved on. Now, desperate, we opened the lock. It was not dramatic. A twist of multidimensional keys, an ancient passcode known only to the oldest AIs. The veil lifted. Earth was quiet, still spinning, blue and green. Cities half overgrown. Orbiting stations, silent and powered down, floated like tombs. There were no transmissions, no ships. Did they die out? Someone whispered. Then came the reply, from deep within the planet. Not on the normal comms. Not radio. Not quantum band. A message beamed directly into our minds, violent, raw, alive. Who dares awaken humanity? Chapter 2. The Negotiation. A being rose from the planet. Humanoid. Tall. Pale-skinned. Dark hair. 2 eyes that saw too much. She appeared aboard our command vessel without transport. I am Dr. Helena Rourke, she said. Neuroscientist, weapons designer, and, unfortunately for you, awake. She looked around the room like one might observe ants arranging grains of sugar. We locked ourselves away because we realized something the rest of you hadn't yet, she said, folding her arms. Peace? Harmony? Cooperation? Lovely ideas. But there's always something bigger, meaner, nastier out there. The gods, began the Eladari Prime, are dead, Rourke interrupted. Told you they were soft. The voter bowed. We asked for your help, human. You want us to fight your war? Rourke asked. Bring back humanity to save your galaxy? A pause. No, she said with a thin smile. We'll do it, but not for you. Why then? Asked the Kshi. Rourke's eyes gleamed. Because someone killed our gods without asking us first. That's personal. Chapter 3. The Awakening. They didn't send ships. Not at first. They sent a signal, the recall, and the Earth responded. Hidden facilities deep beneath, ice caps lit up. Orbital factories reactivated. The moon cracked open, revealing hangars holding war forms the size of mountains. Then they came. Humans. Millions of them. Cloned, grown, printed, awakened. Not as civilians. As weapons. They had forgotten nothing. The first human warship to arrive on the front lines bore no name. Just a warning. This is not a rescue. This is retribution. The Kshal had never retreated. Not in recorded galactic history. They retreated in minutes. Chapter 4. The Reckoning. Human weapons defied explanation. Ships that could phase through dimensions. Nanite storms that devoured entire fleets. Drones with simulated minds that could rewrite enemy AI mid-battle. Soldiers that laughed in vacuum, tore through titanium, sang as they burned. One Kshal world, Zenth AR Prime, fell in 14 seconds. Not because the humans bombed it, because they convinced its sun to go supernova. No one knew how. The gods hadn't just sealed humanity for power. They sealed them for imagination. A Kshal general was captured. It communicated via pulses of ultraviolet rage. You are chaos. You are the end. Rourke smiled. No, we are humanity. The species that ran out of monsters to fear, so we became them. Chapter 5, The Choice. 3 months later, the Kshal were gone. Wiped from existence. Not enslaved. Not exiled. Gone. Some say their homeworld became a black hole overnight. Others claim the humans reprogrammed their biology to make peace physically impossible, and then waited for them to destroy themselves. The Galactic Council reconvened. We thank you, the voters said. You're welcome, Rourke replied. What will you do now? She glanced toward the stars. We woke up. We're not going back to sleep. The council grew uneasy. You're not intending to conquer us, are you? Rourke laughed. Conquer? No. Rule? Please. What a waste of time. She leaned closer. But if you ever lock us away again, if you ever treat us like a weapon instead of a partner. She tapped her temple. Remember, we remember everything. Epilogue, a new galaxy. Years passed. Humans integrated, not as conquerors, as explorers, teachers, inventors. They founded the Accord of Equal Flame, a council where every species had voice, and every member was trained in Earth's doctrine of survival. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Be ready to be the worst if needed. No other threats came. No dark gods. No ancient empires. But just in case, Earth's moon never closed its hangars. And once a year, across the galaxy, the same phrase echoed in reverence and warning. When gods fall and monsters rise, call the species that terrifies even them. Call the humans.